killing power. You're putting me on the spot here.
I am. That's what I do.
Like it. Oh, we're already starting off with the DCs.
Zesky this time though, not cold.
I mean, that's nice and all, but still not ideal. By the way, this is their position 4 is called Tusk. Sorry, not Tusk. Is called Dot, but it was James playing yesterday. Are they playing with a stand-in? Production.
Must be. First time hearing of it.
Yeah, I've never seen Dot before, unless he changed his name. You know. But these aren't South American players.
Yeah, it's quite funny as well. Like for the entirety of Winter Bears, James is the only one that even has a Dota buff page. Yeah, he's the one that ain't here. Whoops.
He does. Did he change himself into something? Wait. He played earlier. He should be on right now. I don't know. This is. Wait, what was his name in that match? I'm sorry. This is kind of important.
I mean, there's been no notification.
His name is James in that match. Yeah, this might be a stand-in for Winter Bears.
Interesting. Okay. Is that going to sway your opinion on this game all too much?
Somewhat. I feel like wait. Okay, he's got a monkey. He's got a picture of a monkey on Dota 2. What is he? Does he have a picture of money on his Dota buff? Oh. Yep, it's definitely a very different picture. It's very different picture.
All right, so it is very possible to be a stand-in then. Okay. Well, we found out eventually.
Production, can you guys tell us anything? They'll tell us when they're ready. They're like, don't rush us, scum.
Yeah. There's information to dig out. You know, there's a whole grapevine of you got to ask this person to ask this person to ask that. We'll find out. But yeah,
by the way,
we'll find out eventually.
Another interesting thing is that Tusk did take drinking buddies rather than tag team. We've generally seen that most Tusks have gone back for tag team because drinking buddies got many nerfs to its cast range, and so it's like it's not seen as strong. And yeah, the internet issues for Kodiak affected them again.
Yeah, I mean, what's the range now? 250. That is nothing.
If you know, range 250, that's not range. That's just melee. You're hugging at that point.
Yeah, pretty rough. Your loveliness. Oh well. Back to the old classic style of Tusk. It was very brief and fun when it was, you know, the other drinking buddies one where you used to pull people from quite far away. I enjoyed that while it lasted.
I did not like it at all. I thought it gave too much.
Really?
Yeah, like.
I mean, it made me actually want to start playing Tusk. I didn't really play that much, but I was like, this is fun.
I dislike him already because I always mess up the snowball, and I'm like, great, now I have another way of messing things up. Oh god.
Okay. So it's a user issue more than anything else, then, is it?
Sure. Yeah, there are definitely user issues on that one.
Well, already the pause is going on for a worrying amount of time. But okay. Just a reminder of the pause time. I mean, how long's it been? Probably like 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes.
I'd say so. We'll find out when the game begins. We're very close to it in real life. Like, you know, the stream is catching up. Zeski's back.
Hey, nice. Oh boy. No more 4v5 shenanigans. I'm sure Kodiak's had enough of that for one day.
That might be the biggest factor that ends up determining who wins the series, as mean as that sounds, that Kodiak has actually had internet issues the entire game. And our admin seems like they are very much on, you know, being strict. I don't mind that. I think that if you're playing for a potential $1 million tournament, you can afford to be a little strict. And
yeah, I mean, there's some things to be given a little bit of leeway, you know, but other times you just got to put down the hammer. Just be like, this is what it is. Deal with it and move on.
Put your foot down is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Foot on the neck.
But 2 for 2 on the bounties. Nothing gained, nothing lost. No first blood. Probably the most passive start to a game we've seen out of all of today, Tom. I think we've normally seen at least a few people hit each other.
I'm very sure that these two teams are quite familiar. and with how the other team plays, and they're not going to take any unnecessary risks. This is elimination on the line. There's a chance to secure at least a top 3 finish, which is still not qualification, but a big match for both of these teams.
Is it 2 people from each region? No, it's only first place, isn't it, the qualifiers?
Only first. I think
Yeah.
2 would be for maybe Western Europe has top 2. Let me check.
That's-
For a second. Western
Yeah.
Eastern Europe. Yeah. Oh wow. Western Europe has 3. Eastern Europe has 2. China has 2. And Southeast Asia has 2. And everyone else has 1. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Western Europe with 3. That's crazy.
Congratulations, Western Europe. God forbid we don't invite frickin' I don't know, the exact same teams we always see.
Dota2, man, you gotta love it.
Well, so top lane is going to be the Mars as well as the Dark Willow going up against the Tinker and the Terrorblade. I generally feel like I favorite the Mars Dark Willow a little bit, but Tinker is a strong person to play against. Very annoying with the March machines.
Definitely. You see just Johnny Pro and Zeski constantly trading right clicks without. Will actually force out the Shadow Realm to keep himself alive there, but be quite an annoyance.
Oh.
Another pause. This time on Winterbear's side.
And Pastel's out. Alright! Pause gaming continues.
Man, what is this? This is crazy.
This is Dota.
Dot is the coach of Winterbears playing as a stand-in.
Really? Where did you find this info?
Chat.
Oh.
Chat has informed.
Oh, thank you. Thanks everyone for telling us that. We really appreciate it because we know James did play in the previous match. My God, man, this is why it's not. I wish chat was more live so we can talk to you guys, especially on these like slightly smaller streams. You know?
Yeah,
But-
I mean, 5 minutes is not much we can really do to converse very well there.
You know, it's like, what do you guys think about this? And by the time they catch up, your opinion has completely gone to something else. You know, you're like, yeah, we're no longer talking about Pokemon.
Yeah. Now it's about Digimon.
Solid games on the PlayStation 1, honestly.
Yeah, they were good, man. Enjoyed them.
I like
Good
the
stuff.
first one. I like the first one the most. Alright, so mid lane, I expect the Lina to do slightly better than the Volker, but it should go either way as well. But yeah, Pastel, I favor him a little bit. Was Pastel the player who went for no points in the Fire Soul? Just max? I don't think so.
No. He was, I think he was the Morphling that played up against the 0-point LSA Lina.
Yeah, that was a very odd move to see because, you know, we were saying, we're like, it's so odd to see 404 by level 9 on the Lina with 1 point the ulti. And then he didn't take it he took it at level 11 because he took the talent at 10.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, lots of damage coming on through. Still never ends up dying though. Johnny Pro takes a bit of beating, but at least the marching of the machines will heal him up a little bit more. But now Furion, meta still half its duration, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult right now for a kid to step up. Oh, they're gonna try and find this avenue. The skewer actually grabs on towards the Sven, so no escape there for Catchel. And he will go down. First blood found there for one end. You were correct about the right lane there, Atomo, just the wrong side.
Ha ha ha! I know. Don't give me that condescending stuff. I was wrong, and I'm okay with that.
Okay, I was giving a little avenue of saving grace.
No, I don't want any. I'm actually surprised that Magnus is the first to die. See, I can be honest. I thought it would be. I think it would be like a Pugna or the Dark Willow or the Tinker.
Yeah. Oh well. Up top, Deb Kid getting extremely low right now. Took a laser to the face. Malfurion thinking about diving the tower, but good spear makes the space. Tower keeps on hitting this TB though. Jesus, he takes loads of damage as a response. Pretty nasty stuff. Meanwhile, this mid, 22-3 for Pastille against the 14-4 of a new me. So already this Lina, off to a fantastic start. We'll see if Pastille can continue this little domination, or if maybe the levels start making a difference there.
A game like this, I wonder if they're. Oh wait, Invoker's taking a bit of damage actually. Oy, oy, oy. I think he took a Dragon Slave since the last time we talked about him. He's just hiding behind. Oh, that's painful. And I believe that this version of Quas doesn't actually give you any life steal. I'm sorry, doesn't actually give you regen, just life steal.
Oh, Dot is here. Gonna jump in. He secures the kill, the coup de grace. TP coming in from cold. They're gonna try and get a counter kill here, but Pastil's just gonna stand his ground. Throwing out the right clicks to gripfire on the ward, making it very awkward. Now Dot has to try and run away. Pastil though continues to turn. The Tusk will lose his life. And now he's in a 1 versus 2. Has to use the fair, turns around with the Dragon Slave. There's going to be the maze up to the high ground. And it's a double kill for Zeski. Winter Bears, man, overstaying by a mile.
I mean, it was a nice move by the Tusk to jump in. He actually had 1 point, but he didn't put in anything till he died. He put in Drinking Buddies. Could have maybe used it on the Lina. Would have been a nice bit of extra attack speed for her. But overall, a good move for Kodiak.
Very interesting indeed.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what one end can do. Because he is going to be able to farm up a storm. Oh, that's an unlucky stun. But yeah, he should be able to farm up a storm for his team. And late game, Sven is just a monster.
Yeah. Always frustrating to do with. He is just like over a full level ahead of Catchall, which is pretty nuts.
Maxing out the cleave as well. Doesn't want to do anything else. I kind of miss support Sven, even though when I played it, I didn't play it very well, but I liked having that option.
Yeah. I mean, what did they just nerf the Warcry? Was that the whole reason why it was no longer viable?
The shard for it kept getting weaker as well. It's like, it used to be giving you way more passive stuff.
Oh,
now it's
mid.
just like, oh.
Rotation coming through. Gonna try and find another kill here on towards Pastil. Run up towards the trees. Super speedy, but not fast enough. Will still die. And that's the second one gone there on the Lina. Getting quite awkward now for this mid Winter Bears.
Dot trying to help the team out, but not quite there in time. And this is a lot of attention from the side lanes that Winter Bear is also losing, right? Because their supports keep going mid, and Pastil still dies. It's not ideal. I say that though, but Catchall as well as Malfurion are having a very good time.
Ooh. Looks like Cold's in trouble down bottom though. Trapped between two. Getting extremely low. I don't think he's going to be able to make it out of that one. Stable forwards. Actually, they're going to try and commit. One end though is standing his ground here with the God Strength used. Not bothering to hit Catchall to make space there for his support. Instead wants to try and get this free kill on towards the Tusk.
Is it free? Is it free?
No, it's not. Gets absolutely nothing, yeah, unfortunately. Maybe if he's stuck around to hit Catchall, might have been able to either find that kill or at least keep his support alive, but the Dota2 gods did not care either way.
And a nice move by Winter Bears right there. As one end, what's he going for? Mask of Madness, probably to Echo Saber, then maybe Blink, or he'll disengage for a BKB. Either way, top lane, Malfurion, he's got 3 people around.
And they're going to try and find this kill. Still just shy of having his level 6 to maybe go for like some kind of... Well, they do make the move at just the right time there from Kodiak Bears. That's a big kill to find, and that will probably start making the first major rift between these two carries.
And there is a... This is the most even game of the day, as we are entering. It's like 8 minutes. No one has an advantage. Super close.
I mean, it's something you predicted even yesterday that this final series would probably be the closest series that we're going to get to cast. So we're very fortunate that so far that seems to be true. No crazy upsets or stomps are coming.
I don't know if this will be closer than Nigma versus Chimera, but this will be... I imagine this would be very close. You can look at it, you're like, okay, I think this team's going to win, this team's going to win. Then you look at everything and you're like, oh man, they have the exact same MMR. Each player on both sides is roughly 40 to 50 spots of their opposing player on the other side. Like the carries are within like, 50 spots, 50 ranks of each other. It's very close.
Very close. You can see a new me running around with this haste rune, trying to go and like head down towards the bottom lane to look for a kill, but the Observe Ward on the high ground spots him out every single time he makes this move. So he's just wasted his time really running around in circles. Looks like he's finally given up and heading back towards the mid, where they might make a move on towards Johnny Pro. Both supports from Kodiak Bears are here.
You know, one scary thing is that from Kodiak Bears, the only thing their supports do later on is save people. Yes, you know, like you can do like BKB piercing, push towers, blah blah blah, but it's mostly going to be the snowball and the decrepify for them. But for Winter Bears, it's a lot better because you have Tinker.
I think you got the tusk on the dark side, not radiant.
I know, the Dark Willow. But even so, I don't imagine Dark Willow is going to be doing a whole lot of damage in this one.
No. No, unless it does somehow go to that super late game and turn into a carry, but very rarely do you ever get to see that happen. Probably like, yeah, the more standard just utility build. Yeah, Pastille caught between two heroes, pinging out there. Finally, the Tinker is going to start TPing, and Pastille's so damn fast, man. Just speeds themselves away. Cold trying to go for the cutoff, but actually Dot is here, trying to TP out, and there's not going to be a cancel there from an LSA, so he will escape.
He didn't
level 0
Blade.
LSA.
Yeah, no Laguna Blade, no LSA. He's going 404. I guess this is for maximum farming speed? Huh. You know what helps you farm? Getting kills.
Yeah, that would have been like a whole extra 200 and something gold for killing that Pugner, but does not end up happening.
An extra 150 for your allies as well, but I guess not needed.
Waste of time.
Yeah, sometimes players are so efficient that they roll around, you know, it rolls to the other side and they become very inefficient.
All swings and roundabouts. Meanwhile, down bottom, Malfurion in danger. He's got a couple of teammates nearby to try and turn this one around. He has the Sunday, he's going to use it. He does on towards the Numis. The Evoker super low, although he's just stuck and he will die. Both Dot and Catchall were nearby. They just didn't make a move. Like, huh? Catchall could have skewered an RP for sure. That could have probably turned it around.
He probably thought that he's gonna die anyway. Perma-stun, not gonna make it. Did underestimate how tanky his Terrorblade was. It does not bode well for the social aspect though when your players do that. As Johnny Pro is done.
Good Bramble. Denies the TP out. Pastille also comes in, but another tornado comes on through. Spear will miss. He's going to pursue for more.
He has ulti.
Anumi's invised up, so they're not going to be able to see him. Zeski, all he can hope to do is waste time here. And he won't waste too much.
I thought that he'd be able to actually TP away because there's no LSA. Oh well. Such is life.
Such is life indeed. So they're pinging out Catchall down at the bot. Anumi is here with one end. Gonna focus him down, blocking the avenue for the skewer. Tries to put him up onto the high ground. But not quite enough, and it will be a kill for one end.
Look at how farmed one end is. Already finished his Echo Saber as well once he gets the courier to deliver it for him. He is massive. 7,000 gold at 12 minutes. Not unheard of, but very much on the high side.
Yeah, basically 2,000 gold ahead of second place.
Yep.
Just, yeah, and at 12 minutes in, like you said, that is pretty damn crazy.
It's not the worst game for Winter Bears to be behind, though. You have RP and you have the Walrus Punch, so you can still recover, although another death would hurt that.
Yeah, Pastille still pretty speedy. Catchall's here. Blink Dagger reveal with the RP on towards two. Skewer in towards the bots, but fantastic terrorize. Makes the space. And now Pastille, he's trying to chase them down. Laguna Blade gets chucked out with the Dragon Slave, but still not a single kill to be found. That's multiple ultimates expended and not even getting a single support Atomo.
No Light Strike Array! So even though he lands the RP, there's actually no stun follow-up. I mean, what is this greed by... No, I don't get it.
No. Oh, it is nuts. Like, literally, one value point. It's more than worth it, right?
Yes. And you're seeing the multiple cases when you could have used it. That was one of them. And instead, what could have been a really good reveal of the Magnus Blink ends up being Magnus dying 10 seconds later.
Yeah.
I don't mean to flame the player. It's just some decisions are very...
Flame away. Flame away, Atomo. It's one of those situations where I believe it deserves a flame. Because, like... But sending Fiery Souls from level 3 to level 4, you get 0.5% speed bonus, which is hardly anything compared to the rest of the points, and you get an extra 8 attack speed bonus, which compared to the 24, the percentage increase is only like 30%. It's, yeah, probably not as efficient as just getting a whole extra skill and a stun.
I don't know. I feel like you can look at it and be like, yo, I landed a good RP on 2 and you had nothing to help me with, and you're like, yeah, that was on me, buddy.
Definitely is. Uanumi. He's underneath a sentry ward. Does manage to get the tornado off straight away, but Dot's going to be in there with the snowball. Drags out quite deep. Arena committed straight away. They're going to be able to get the hero advantage. Taking him out of the equation. So Malfurion as well as Johnny Pro still nearby. Looks like the lean is heading over as well, but a disconnect from Zesky. Oof. Hopefully he's back soon, because they've already chewed through quite a lot of their pause time.
Well, Winter Bears needs this. They need this chance so that they can recover a little bit. To be fair, by the way, they are playing with a stand-in, so maybe that does affect you. And position 4 is probably, along with the most active roles in the game, so you know, we can cut them some slack, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If we're nice and friendly.
We are nice and friendly. We're good people. Ish.
Yeah.
Blink
sure.
Dagger. Blink Dagger finished up very soon on the Mars. In the meantime, Johnny Pro is about to get the Holy Locket. That will help them in these sort of relatively long fights. Still no LSA at level 10 Lina. He has actually put in the point in the Dragon Slave talent. I knew, like, when he didn't have it by, I think 8, I was like, yeah, he's not going to get to 11. Oh, there you go.
This is not
Hey!
That's fight coming in the way. Terrorize lands on towards 3. Passes it off to the side though. Is able to take out Cold. So it's a 1-for-1 exchange so far. Tornado lands on towards everybody with the EMP on top. But nobody else is going to go down. Game of cat and mouse there. It looks like Kodiak Bear's just going to disengage and go back to farming. Which one ends? Happily just runs into a triple stack here on the Ancients.
Oh, he's almost 4,000 gold ahead of the Terrorblade. You see stuff like this. By that gap is the gap of net worth, the 4,000. Is basically Sven and Terrorblade. Everyone else is relatively even.
Yeah, that's true.
Although Dot is suffering in terms of net worth.
Yeah, he's even miles ahead in net worth. He makes another stack onto the other Ancient Camps, it's another triple, and he takes the Wisdom Rune for himself. Jesus, this man is getting everything. Oh, level 15 now. Oh, fight though.
We have Blink RP.
Right, control up, Zesky. In deep, in danger. Yeah, catch up on the high ground. Just going to go for the skewer play. Dragging the Willow out of position. That's going to be a free kill. Devkid, though, jumps in himself. Might have to be careful. No backup to be seen. But it looks like that's going to put an end to the engagement. Every single person in this lobby is at the top lane right now. But it looks like the fight's over.
Castle was thinking about, well, like, should I keep continuing? He still has the Blink RP, but decides not to go for it. Good pick-off, though, overall. You know, it's a nice kill on the Dark Willow. Who is building? Is she building the Use Scepter? She is. Fantastic to prevent any, like, the shields from the Tinker. And just, you know, overall solid item.
Very solid.
What?
Before this Sven, right?
Yeah.
He's got BKB completed in 80 gold on top of everything else. Is that the point where they say, right, let's go make a play? Or is he just going to resume farming for a bit longer as Pastille might be dying? Stormhammer just in range. Oh, actually hits onto the 2 of them! The Sunder from Malfurion! No! He tries saving his teammate, but just gets them both killed instead. That is a disaster there for Winter Bears.
I feel like he doesn't have to make many moves on Sven, that things are just happening near him wherever he goes. I don't think he has to chase anyone. And that's another example. The team is making space for him, and he's joining very, very nicely. Yeah. It's very similar to how Yatoro plays. He just farm near where fights are, and he just walks to them.
Yeah, just right place, right time. Again and again. Meanwhile, Catchell, wrong place, wrong time in this situation. Can't really go for a skewer, too many brambles. And this is another free kill there. So Kodiak Bears are starting to build a hefty lead now. Up to 6,000, 13 for 5 for 17 minutes in. I mean, do you think once God's Strength backs off cooldown, Kodiak go for Roche?
That would be a nice one. It might be a little too early. You are still against Blink RP though, so I think Roche is a risky option unless Magnus is dead. And plus March of Machines on top of it.
Yeah, unless you know he's on the opposite side of the map with no TP or something, it's going to be a hard choice.
Oh, Dark Willow, usually with the Tinker, you can say, alright, maybe one team is behind, they had Tinker, he's almost going to become a core, but the Dark Willow has nearly the same amount of net worth as the Tinker. Oh!
Lagoon Blade up to the high ground, but perfectly placed Spear guarantees the kill, they get the D-Ward as well. It just furthers their lead even more into this game. It's starting to get really, really scary here for Winter Bears. They're all just falling behind. Especially when you compare him to the Sven, who now has Harpoon in 200 gold on top of everything else or somewhere. What the hell?
What is up with that? Cold is really... I'm not sure what that is, by the way, but he does have a passive cloak. Oh, fight begins!
Trying to start things off. Arena just blocking in on towards the two supports for now. One's down, second's about to follow, but good RP jumps on through, grabs on towards all of them right now, and the AoE damage is insane.
Oh.
This is a perfect time to tip Cold. Tip him. Tip
Yes.
Cold. Come on.
And it has to be from the Tusk, because he was making fun of him.
Yeah, I can't believe it. That was like the perfect time to get a tilt and tip in, but they just didn't do it. Instead, one end just 3 shots past Steel. He's going in solo, Atomo. He's got the BKB ready. He does not care. Maybe he's going to try and bait them in. His right clicks hurt a lot. There he goes, pops the BKB, standard his ground, but he has to run. The physical damage is insane. And one end, you're not as strong as you think.
A big throw coming out from Kodiak, fighting in that area anyway to begin with. And then one end jumping in. Like, it's like you could just get out of there. You didn't have to do that. I really like what Catchel did, by the way. He blinked just to give high ground vision to the Terrorblade, so Terrorblade could keep hitting.
That was good. Like, I understand him getting the solo kill on Pastil. That was good.
Yes.
But then, it was the conscious decision to just charge into an area you have no vision to try and do something else. Very, very ballsy. I think maybe if he actually had his Harpoon on him at the time, I also would have understood. But again, he didn't even have that.
Well, we should have Yules on the Dark Willow. That will help quite a bit. Another nice save to have. But overall, game has went from 75% to about 60 for favor of Kodiak Bears. Pretty big loss for them.
Yeah. Sizable change. I'm going to go for a smoke play regardless after that outcome there, Kodiak Bears.
They throw out the
Miracle
scab,
with the
but
charge. Yeah, it's 20-minute Tormentor spawning. This is the perfect time to make a fight. Dot gets focused. Tornado lands even on towards the TB in the backlines there. Very nicely placed. Arena is in. Forces Johnny Pro to try and stand his ground. They've already lost the task, but eventually does still die. So double kill for Cold. Question is for Winterbears, do they even dare stick around? Harpoon's in there from one end, gets the grab on towards Malfurion, they're going to try and burst him down. RP comes on out with the usage of the Sunder. They're going to break down one end as well. He doesn't even use his BKB in time, and it's a horrible fight again for Kodiak Bears. The serious fault of throws are in.
Dude, the Catchel is so good. Catchel is doing insane work with these RPs. And he does it again. They jump on the Terrorblade. We were like, oh, Terrorblade's dead. We even see the Mars jump in, get a spear on Pastel. I was like, this is insanely bad. Chat, you can tell us what that means because I don't speak Persian.
No. But I mean, he started all chatting while Sesky was still alive. Right? He was like, the rest of the team's going to kill him. I'm just going to all chat to tilt you guys as much as possible. Love it.
But yeah, honestly, like, Cold kind of deserves it for all that trash talk. Like, come on.
Yeah. It was very unnecessary trash talking, to be honest. And now the net worth lead is in the favor of Winterbears for the first time in this entire game, by the way, Atomo.
That's very scary. Because again, you have BKB piercing abilities. 2 of them, I think, on Kodiak Bears, you have none. And you also have the Tinker, who once he's ahead is very hard to deal with. He's already got the mech very close to the Guardian Greaves.
Yeah. Accelerating at a good pace. And on the Invoker's maybe not completely fallen off, but his net worth is seriously struggling in comparison to everybody else's. Needs a lot more to help recover. And at one point when the Sven had like close to 5,000 gold ahead.
Pastel.
Speaking of, we'll kill Pastel.
That's nice.
That helps. But yeah, once upon a time he had like nearly 5,000 gold ahead of the TP. Now it's only 1,500 gold. It's been cut down massively.
Malfurion, okay. Dipkit tries to go for something a little feisty there, but takes a little bit of damage.
One end as well as Cold. Do they see Catchel? They catch a glimpse of him, but maybe a little bit too tanky to go for this kill. They're going to chase after him regardless. Glimmers there, but there's a Sentry Wall on the high ground. They see him coming. They're still going to be able to get the stun. A few more right clicks.
Wow.
And Catchel dead. So much damage here from this Sven.
He's going to need... He's not like an easy target, but yeah, they just bring him down instantly. Is he building anything for armor? Nah, BKB is coming down. I was thinking you need something like a Crimson, but it's only this Sven who does physical damage. He does very heavy on one guy, so I'm not sure Crimson is going to solve your problem.
No. But you know what you said earlier on? Yeah. Roshan is a little bit too risky when the Magnus is alive. They kill him, straight into the pit.
I swear, you pay more attention to what I say than my wife.
That's why we make such a good couple.
Yeah. Wait, we're a couple? Because I'm not really,
no.
I still cast with other people, you know.
Oh, okay. You harlot. Harlot almost sounds like a cool name, you know. It's not so bad. There's some words that are pretty strong, but Harlot's like, yeah, why not? I mean,
like to be one.
I might have said something more colourful, but I think ESL restricts me, so unfortunately I went for a PC term.
And now maybe it gets censored when it's out of your mouth. You little harlot, you know, like that.
I'll let your imagination think of the word I would have used instead.
Well, Roshan is down, and Sven has about 4.5 minutes left of this Aegis timer, which they might kind of need, right? Catchell has been getting these great RPs. Maybe a second life on Sven will solve the problem.
It would be a big help, but again, it's like we were talking about in the previous series. Sven is a transformation hero, so
yes,
things like Aegis are never really as impactful for him. I mean, here's the thing, do you always save it for your second life, or do you just use it on the first life? Or is it just purely situational?
I think you just, like, yeah, if you can use it and jump in and kill 2 people, just use your God Strength. Doesn't matter, don't save it. By the way, Guardian Greaves finished on Tinker, and Tusk has the shard, which do very good damage, 85. Oh dear.
Ooh! Amazing reactions there from Depkid. He's able to get the blink out, but unfortunately Pastille is still invis on top of him, so he might get caught out for this one. And there's so many BKBs in time as well. The reactions of this guy, absolutely insane. Pastille trapped inside the arena, but he's still down well alive. He's pretty tanky. One end into the backlines, trying to go off towards Catcher. He wants to get rid of that RP value, but there is going to be Pastille gone. But a 2-man RP yet again there from Catcher. One end though, standing his ground against the TB. Malfurion just cannot handle it. And now Johnny Pro goes for the TP out himself. He will survive. But Dot on this Tusk. Is he going to make it? One end. I mean, was he invis? No, he's just running in different directions. I don't really know. Sunstrike nearly finds him, but one end, he gets the vision regardless.
Very nice. I mean, they knew where he was. He didn't even use the Sunstrike for that. Overall, a very good fight coming out from Kodiak Bears, but they did lose 2 people. So, it's not like it was super easy for them.
No, it wasn't. I mean, to be honest, that wouldn't have happened either if Mars did not just... It was so good what Nepkid did. He blinked to avoid the initiation initially. Somehow his reactions enabled that. And then he also BKB just as the LSA was about to hit him as well, which was able to, you know, really start that whole fight off. Just really, really well played from him. Enabled that entire fight.
Yeah, and I also saw that the Walrus Punch was used on the Sven before he had the BKB being used, so it was kind of pointless. He's also went for the Drinking Buddy talent. I don't like this. I would rather he took the airtime for the Walrus Punch. 2-second stun is quite a big deal. Okay. Alright, and then still, it's not much of an advantage here for Kodiak Bears. Winters, they can take a fight. As long as they have RP, of course.
Radiant are scanning.
Less and less. Still have this Aegis though for another 2 minutes. Oh, Catchell! Blink forwards. He's got this grab on towards the Dark Willow, but it looks like everyone on the side of Kodiak Bears are ready for it. Blink Arena is in from Depkid with the Sunstrike. Guarantees the kill. BKB was also used for that, so that's the 8-second charge gone for absolutely nothing. So Kodiak Bears thinking about trying to find more. Instead, they'll just settle for a D-ward.
Bottom lane, Johnny Pro. He's fine. Makes out just in time. By the way, Terrorblade is going to be finishing his butterfly very soon. Since we mentioned it, MKB is not an item Sven usually likes to make, but he's very close to it actually.
Oh, it looks like the 5-minute timer has come in here, Tomo, and the translations are rolling on through. Apparently, what Catchell said earlier was, farm now, maybe you'll come back later.
Okay, that's kind of nice.
Yeah. The information, unfortunately we had to wait 5 minutes for it because of delay, but chat came in for the rescue.
Well, we were thinking, you know, he was insulting the family honor, and it turns out, nah, you know, that Zeski.
Oh.
That's gone.
Nice, with the help of the Sunstrike, pretty much sets up for the kill, very nice. They'll take it.
Cold? Are you gonna add anything colorful? No? Alright. So the butterfly now, you have a small window where the Aegis is down and one end doesn't have MMKB. I think Winter Bears should try to force a fight in this situation because you're a lot more durable. Oh, Johnny Pro.
He's fine. I mean, you say there's a window where he doesn't have MKB, but it's a very small window, Tomo. He's only 950 gold away.
Exactly, it's like you have a minute maybe to force a fight. And you should know that it's coming up because I think he's been holding on. Yeah, he's holding on to the Demon Edge in the backpack, so he's showing that I'm going for it.
Yeah. They also stole the Dire Wisdom. Anumi TP's back, secures their own, so now he is level 18 on the Invoker. Big ol' help towards himself.
Man,
Still not a massive net worth lead though for the side of Kodiak. It's definitely being kept manageable here for Winter Bears.
Man, the difference in supports. You can definitely feel like Dot is not. I mean, maybe it's because we know he's not a member of the team. He's their coach that we're seeing him differently. But yeah, the farm on him is very different compared to the other three sports.
It really is. Struggling to keep pace. Maybe find the best targets.
Well, Giant Pro is going to have a Yule Scepter soon. Once he has that, it's going to be very helpful for the team. He has 30% cooldown reduction, by the way, from his innate ability. That's pretty nice.
Who's that for, sorry?
Tinker.
Oh, yeah.
3 points of intelligence gives you 1 point cooldown reduction.
It's handy. But there it is. That minute is over, Tomo. The MKB is up now for one end.
Oh.
So, question is, do Kodiak use this as a spike to make a fight, or are they just waiting for the next rush?
I feel like you can always wait for the next rush. It seems like Winter Bears is the one who wants to make a move, and Kodiak is... Oh!
Catch-all!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there is going to be the NSA, but he pops the BKB before it again. This time, Pastil is called out. Still no BKB available here for this Lina. And as a result, it gets completely bullied down. Survives for a bit longer than I was expecting, but will still die. And now one end, he's desperately hunting after Malfurion, and he wants to get the kill on towards this TB. Duking around the trees. He will find them. Drinking buddies from Dot actually does pull Malfurion a little bit of distance there. Spear's not going to land, but they're going to stand their ground. The right click's raining on through. Who's going to come out on top? The disarm actually from the deafening blast, but one end he runs away, not realizing the disarm was in. But the three-man RP, he skewers away from the TB though. A little bit awkward, but one end he's going to regardless he stay. No, he decides to run at long last. 2 for 2. Depkid running up towards the north side. It looks like the Sven actually survives with no HP. But Depkid will drop eventually.
Not good. Catchall. Another clutch RP. I feel like all of these fights are starting the same way. Pastel dies first. Catchall recovers what looks to be a very bad situation. And how much damage did Tinker do? 4,000. They were in March of the Machines the entire time, that fight. That really contributes so much.
It really does. It's always one of those like slow burning damage dealers, which you don't really pay attention to it in the fight until it's too late and you're just dead. But yeah, massive info. Oh! Pastil gets found! Oh no, Pastil finds one end. That's big.
That is a big one. He's actually finally been able to use the Shadow Blade. He walks in with his Fire Cloak and he gets a kill on the Sven. Sven's down a minute and a half. Roshan could be up in that time. It's a long Rosh. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky there for the side of Winter Bears. You see, they ping it out straight away, like, guys, let's try and get this as fast as we can, but it won't be up until the Sven is, at the very least. But less than 1k gold lead now. Just 31 minutes into the game. Win probability, just ever so slightly leaning into the favor of Winter Bears, also for the first time in this entire game.
Cold gets the shard. By the way, Cold... Oh, wait. They found Pastil.
Okay, Terrorize, locks him in place for now. Cold TV's in, Catchall's in there with the skewer play, only lands on towards the Pugler, who's not long for this world. Actually, the Sucking Drain doing quite a lot of work, but he does still die. It's a free kill, it drops the XD on him.
Yeah, he's got Glimmer, Pipe, and Solar, and he was doing the Sucky, so not the easiest kill at all. Oh, what a comeback by Winter Bears. What a comeback so far. And there's another one.
Wow,
this guy, level 11 LSA, misses out on like 2 good opportunities to use it, and now they're winning on Winter Bears.
Yeah, they've come back in a fantastic fashion right now. Tier 3 will be going down, fresh creep wave is in, and there's just not really any way for Kodiak to defend it, especially now that they're missing their Invoker for 50 seconds. They just give up the entire set of barracks.
Yep, and they can go get tier 2 for Winter Bears as well. It's
Yeah,
like
they're just
you're
gonna
not-
commit for this one.
40 seconds. By the way, still have RP. They haven't used it so far.
Radiant's middle tower.
Meta is about 15 or 20 seconds left on the TB. Don't know if you're going to be able to get this barracks.
Yeah, probably at least be able to get the tier 3 tower.
I think so. Yeah, more
It
than
is
that. Yeah,
waiting.
Meta's gone.
There you go, he's feeling confident to stick around though. Still 15 seconds without the Invoker.
Radiant's
So he's
middle
gonna keep
barracks
chilling.
are
Catchall though, ready and waiting in the trees. As soon as he sees that BKB Sven
Whoa.
jump on his carry, he will just blink RP, but it's a big win. Tier 3 and the melee barracks gone on top of everything else with the tier 2 top lane. Just so many resources funneled into the pockets there of Winter Bears, and they are handily in the lead now.
Roshan is up if Winter Bears wants to go for it, by the way. It is on the Radiant side, which means that backup is available for Kodiak Bears, but I think only Mars has buyback for them. That's it.
Radiant are
Smoke up.
I
think
try
this
and
might-
do this one.
they
Oh,
have some-
Dot.
money to burn.
He's going to break the smoke of Zeski. Okay, information gained. Will get caught from this Yules though. And it does look like there's many people with Winter Bears nearby. One end of those use God Strength for this here at Tomo, so I feel like they have to charge into this Roche bit and get this whilst this ultimate has been used, otherwise it could be used against them.
Yeah, but Johnny's pushing top, which is very nice. Mid and bottom are going to be pushing naturally. And
Oh,
there's
Pastil.
RP.
Solo in on a new me. He does manage to get him. Now one ends. Right clicks. Pastil's on the damage. Not going to be able to get him though.
What a punk.
I would say
Scary.
he's a punk. Come on.
Oh, Catchall though, again, managing to skewer Dep Kid out of position right now. Both BKBs have been forced out. RP. Oh, it doesn't do anything. That would have
Okay.
been a good time to tip him there from Cole. Doesn't do it though. TPing away. Catchall is there. Skewer available. Not in time.
Relatively mistakes, but not too punishing for Winter Bears. If they can still get Roche, it doesn't matter. So what? They didn't get a kill on Mars. It doesn't look like Kodiak wants to fight anywhere. Anyway, so unfortunate, but doesn't change anything.
Yeah, still going to pick this one up for free. I mean, do they give the Aegis to Pink? Because again, you know, TB being the transformation hero, it's not as valuable. Pastil's definitely susceptible to getting bursted from the Sven.
So, I think they might give it to Malfury. No, you give it to TB. Let him go forward and hit the barracks, and then use a second life to actually fight once they start contesting. Now it has to be the TB.
Okay. It is indeed into his hands.
By the way,
Also has
it's-
the banner in his.
It's very confusing that his name is Malfurion, but he's using the Illidan hero model. That's not great.
What do you mean by
Oh.
hero model?
Well, you didn't play Warcraft 3, did you? Terrorblade is
Not
based
much.
on Illidan when he transforms into a demon, and Illidan is Malfurion's brother, so his name is like his brother's name.
I see.
No, you don't. You're just saying that
No, I
to be
don't.
polite. Yeah.
Yep, I am. But you know, you
What?
caught me out there. That don't matter, it's only a bit of fluff. Right, Aegis now into the hands of the TB, and it looks like Winter Bears have their eyes on this top set of barracks. Pastil's actually just bottled up and amplified damage as well, so they are more than happy to take a fight. He's going to be pumping out the DPS like crazy here.
It's alright. If Dipkid can jump in and spear someone back, he's got Hex, by the way, on the Mars. If he can catch people, that would be a great start for them.
Yeah. Well, they are pinging out Pastil mids. See if they can find him, though. He just goes completely the opposite direction. Like, you would not expect him to wrap all
Johnny?
like this.
Johnny was almost going to TP bottom. Pastil is teleporting in. Yeah, they're not going to do anything crazy here for Winter Bears. They're a good enough team to not throw that, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Ring around the rosy. You're going to lose a tower without even being in position to defend it.
Although they found Dot. As God's Strength used, 2 hit on towards the tusk. That's the hero advantage. Now down to a 4v5. Winter Bears, though, don't really look too deterred. They're going to continue their push. As the tier 3 is gone. Cold trying to get rid of the illusions there, using the life drain. Long range pokes on towards one end. force him to disengage, and the rest of the team's going to jump in regardless of missing him. Meanwhile, in goes Catcher. He gets the RP just onto one this time round, but it does force the Evoker out of position. They need the help from their Sven. They need it pretty. He's fighting on towards Balfurion. He's trying. The BKB might run out soon here from one end. Now there is going to be the chance of the Sunder, so he has to be careful how he takes this fight. Cole's get control. Good tornado though. Makes the space, and he's going to try and disengage, but the Tusk Shards locks him in. No retreat there for the carry Sven, and they are falling apart here from Kodiak Bears. GG, looks like it's been called, and game number 1 going the way of Winter Bears.
Very well done by them. Honestly, Catchel carries the team on his back. When we were looking at the start, Sven was massively ahead of the Terrorblade. And you're looking at mid and Pastels also getting picked off left and right, and you're thinking, oh god, it's tough. But Johnny Pro drops down the march in a bunch of fights. Catchel gets an RP on 2 or 3 people, and they win.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this Medusa is very strong, but that last pick of the TB from Catchel can be very damning, exactly for the reasons you're saying. Just the multiple Medusa illusions can do so much work. It's really scary. And then you're also going to have the AoE damage from the Gyro's own flat cannon, so you've just got split shots going off in every single direction. Yeah, I think this 5v5 fight is going to be quite hard for Kodiak, so I might just lean towards Winter Bears here for the 2-0.
The saves also for Winter Bears are very nice. No, there's nothing as good as Disruption on Kodiak's side. I mean, Blink Toss, but then Tiny Score, he won't be doing it to save random people. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kodiak Bear as well. Sorry, Winter Bear.
Too late, you said Kodiak, first answers only. It's 1-for-1 split.
No take backsies.
No take backsies.
But I want, oh, come on. You know what I meant.
30 seconds to battle.
Alright, I'll let you off. Because I'm kind. And I'm the best mule.
By the way, we do have Soul Fragment on the Terrorblade rather than the the other one, the one that Sunder has no limit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it says they do extra. How much extra damage do they do? In fact, oh, they also want full health, so not extra damage. Okay, now I
The
see.
battle begins.
Yeah. It takes 15% of your HP though for every cast. Kind of annoying.
Yep, everything else is as expected. Deconstruction. Oh, Afterburner. That's kind of nice. Cluster Clock. Nope, I feel like the big snake is so bad. By the way, I really don't like that one.
Yeah. I'm very glad that they eventually nerfed Cluster Clock. Like, it was just so annoying when that thing first came out. It lasted so long. And it was like, again and again, the Shadow Shaman basically just never died.
Man, yep, I didn't like it much either. Elder Titan top lane, Johnny Pro should be able to do quite a lot. He does have the deconstruction with a gyro friend, and you're up against 2 melee. So he should be able to just go in and bash them in the head. That's always been, in my opinion, the best thing about Elder Titan. His laning phase is incredibly strong.
Yeah. And I used to see people doing the play where you'd send your spirit through the Twin Gate, and then it fly across the map and you get like 1,000 damage. Well, not, technically, but it's a lot. But nobody really seems to bother doing that anymore.
To be fair, just now he couldn't use it because it was less than a minute when he threw it out. So, makes sense. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's a cool trick. You ever look at something and be like, that's nice, but is it really worth all that effort?
I mean, you're not in this situation where you're against multiple stuns, because it's like, you spend all that time, you get the million damage, and they just stun you and run away. So it's like, you don't really get that much value out of it, I suppose.
Like sometimes I see people in an RTS and they do this move, they're like, this saves me 0.2 seconds every 1 minute. And I'm like, wow, that is that a lot? Doesn't seem like a lot to me.
It's not, but I suppose to some, if you spend your whole life living by it, it makes all the difference in the world, I guess.
True. So if the other person's doing it and you're not, then you are playing to disadvantage.
That's true. Life's
weird, yo. As pause comes out, how are the lanes looking at? So top lane, Gyrocopter is farming up a storm. A lot of it is, of course, thanks to Mr. Johnny Pro. That's just how it works. Elder Titan comes up with a briefcase. Look at the lives, by the way, of this Nyx and this Night Stalker. They're both lower than Elder Titan.
Yeah. I mean, the briefcase hurts, man. I mean, it's not even a briefcase in this game. It's some stupid glove. Bring back the briefcase, but... Yeah, it's just so hard, man. He's hitting for over 100 damage at 2 minutes in. Come on. That's not fair. And his attack speed is still really good.
Yep, meanwhile, the mid lane, a new me is doing okay. But Pastel... No, sorry, he's doing better than Pastel. He's actually got 6 denies to Pastel's 5 CS. So he's got more denies than he's got creeps killed. Very nice for him. And even if you mana burn him, it costs very little mana to use your tree grab. So you'll always have it available. And lastly, bottom lane. How is this one looking at? It's okay so far. Catchel as well as Cold. They're actually, I think they're going to struggle here for Kodiak Bears.
Yeah? Why is that?
Just the Shadow Shaman is very easy to bring down, and if he gets a catch on anyone, either Catchel beats his ass or Dot saves it. You know, no matter who he shackles, there's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Very
true.
I say, oh, okay.
He's trying to deny the pull, but does all get dragged to the side. Allows Catchel to farm up underneath the tower, so he's nice and safe.
He actually used Reflection just as the disruption came up. Bit of miscommunication, which is why there wasn't an illusion of the Shadow Shaman just now. Yep.
Small communications like that, it doesn't make too much difference at the end there.
By the way,
oh my lord! Pastel gets soloed by a new me. How on earth did that happen?
Level 2 toss. I guess he was way too close. That shouldn't really happen if you ask me, though.
No, it shouldn't.
Oh, Malfurion.
Okay. Zeski,
oh, they got
he's trying to run back to the tower, but he runs straight past the rocket barrage. Malfurion actually going to dive the tower for this one there with the barrage. Although Johnny Pro comes on through, he's going to start tanking the tower hits. They get the 2 kills, and they both stay alive there. Very nicely played there from the duo of Winterbears.
Elder Titan Gyro is insanely powerful. Meanwhile, bottom lane, okay. That was a bit of an early disruption, not ideal.
No, it's not. As a result, Dot, man, taking so much damage. He's trying to run, thinking about getting himself denied, but doesn't commit to it fast enough. He will fall. Shackles now on towards the TB Catchel. Should be okay. I don't think, there's no Gorgon's Grasp. Such a long cooldown level, man. 30 seconds.
It's very long. But to be fair, it's the root I think is the same at all levels. It's no. The initial damage, the damage per second is the same. It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Well,
mid though. Looks like Zeski's made a rotation here. He wants to try and look for a kill on towards Pastel onto the tower. One lands with the Mind Flare, level 2 toss, but no other committal. A new me, I don't think at the time he had the mana for an avalanche. They just didn't go for it. I think an avalanche and a tree toss, that probably would have been a kill, right?
He either assumed it wasn't. Oh, okay. Observer, thank you for your contribution. Alright, we appreciate it.
Big.
But let the play-by-play prove that he's wrong. Please, thank you.
I am wrong.
Alright, there we go.
Normal stuff.
No, don't be sad for him. He's getting paid for his work.
Zeski takes a lot of damage up top and he's able to get himself out, but Kid, just a constant chase here from the rocket barrage. The fog of war actually keeping him on for a little bit longer, but the vision gained from the ethereal Titan, what the hell it's called, does so much work. Astral Spirit, that's what. Cold though, with the rotation, gonna try and go for this kill. Good 2-man stun there, cancels out the stomp from Johnny Pro. And Anumi also rocking up, does secure the counter kill on towards the carry, but it costs 2 rotations, and it abandons their own carry to die at the bot.
Very, very good job for Winter Bears. They don't mind what happened at all. Reminder, this also gives Invoker some chance to recover in the mid lane. There's 13 denies on the Tiny, so he's very happy that I made that rotation. Yes, it costs you the Gyro, but Gyro, he's playing to make space right now, so this is perfectly fine.
Yeah. He's happy with it. I mean, Johnny Pro is now a whole level ahead of Depkin, which is pretty damn hard to play against. Cold, with the casual shackles, you can see Anumi is not really that interested at really committing too much. There's no mana to play with, even with the Soul Ring.
It's always the fun part about being tiny. You don't have a whole lot of mana. You're playing up against Invoker. Oh, is he going to get it? Oh, it's top, of course.
Top. Picked up by Zeski, though, so A regen, that's always handy dandy. Meanwhile, Depkid forced past his tier 1 tower, man. He can't get anywhere close to these creeps. This is a horrible time for him. Really does need some more help from the rest of the team. This is a catapult wave as well, so this tier 1's taking a lot of damage.
If they could keep the catapult alive for the rest of the creeps, they might actually be able to bring down this tower, as they're just diving, they're just zoning them out.
Going for it. Depkid forced back to the tier 2. Catapult still kept alive as well, so the push continues there. Although it looks like the Shadow Shaman actually TPs in to defend it, so somebody finally addresses the problem. But maybe he's just going to die. Look at that, Malfurion just charges at him. And now Cold, regretting his decision right now. Johnny Pro with the Astral Spirit.
Oh,
right click's coming through. Heal, a bit annoying.
There you go.
There you go. He's gone.
He does, but they are at least able to get their Wisdom Ruin, so it's a noble sacrifice, I suppose. Oh, Zeski.
Man. So much damage. Just relentless. Just runs at them again and again.
That tower's gonna fall as well. It's not gonna last long with all this damage coming out from them. Beautiful work, by the way, by Malfurion. Yes, his CS is lower than Medusa, the one end, but his impact on the game is massive.
Yeah, 3-1-1. He's taken down the off-lane tier 1 at 7.5 minutes in. Like, he's doing just such a fantastic job. And the fact that Depkid is the lowest level of all the cores and the poorest.
That might be the biggest thing, right? Because you shut down the enemy's tempo, the main guy, well, him and Tiny, I suppose, but half their tempo is gone. If Tiny doesn't have a good job,
Casual cooldowns drop, Stomp sets it up so damn good.
This duo is insane, and Yuumi also in the middle, he's suffering.
Yeah, it's getting got on. Good stun comes on through, Avalanche on towards the two of them. Cold is here, Invis, wants to maybe bait them in, see if they can turn around for a kill, but Malfurion rocks up again here! They're just constantly looking for action! This is insane here for Winter Bears. Malfurion's just going to continue the aggression right now with the help of the Cold Snap. One more hit is all they need on towards Zeski. They will get it just barely. TPing from Depkid. Maybe they can get a retaliation grab here on towards Johnny Pro, as one end's also rocked up. But they're just so quick if Winter Bears, they just run.
Yeah, look at Johnny Pro. The creeps aren't even able to spawn. This was a wasted rotation by one end. And I love that Winter Bears are ignoring the Medusa. They're basically saying, one, you're too hard to kill, and two, if you get items, we have 3 illusions we'll make out of you. Reflection as well as disruption. We don't mind. Oh, shit.
It's scary, man. It is so scary. Now, 3k gold lead, 9 minutes in, although there is a gank coming his way right now here, so Malfurion's got to be careful. Cold as well as Anumi. There is no way to survive this. Not a single teammate nearby. I mean, unless he just jukes it out. No, he sticks around! Gets a kill instead! Oh my god, this guy's a demon. Okay, finally he has been caught by the shackles, but the toss has already been used. Stun comes in from Zeski. They're trying to lock him down. He's going to chuck the cooldown out of this one. There's some decent damage. He makes them work for it, but he does eventually drop. Actually, reinforcements finally turn up. Tornado will land on towards Zeski. He does make it back to the tier 2 tower. Nope, never mind. He dies either way by Johnny Pro.
Dude, Malfurion is such a god with the amount of space he's making. And he's farming well. He's going to be 5k in the 10-minute mark. That's very good to... not very, very good, but it's very solid for what he's doing in this game. And Cacho's also farming. He can transition to an absolute carry role if he wants to.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, he's sticking
I mean, this is the thing. In the last game, Kodiak Bears were the ones in the lead. They had a vast farm advantage on their carry. This time round, they don't have any lead whatsoever, and they're getting punished very hard. So you've got to be worried if you're a Kodiak Bears fan right now. Obviously, this is an elimination game as well. And already Winter Bears 1 game up, feeling super comfortable.
A win here grants you a rematch against either Chimera or Enigma Galaxy. Those two teams send these guys right now to the lower bracket. I don't know. It's looking really tough. And that pipe is going to do so much work when it's available. Alright, Zhao Demon, very close to that level 6. Demonic Purge, you can put it on the Tiny, ensures that you can bring him down, because he's a bit tanky. Blue scale?
Hello.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you for a second. I was like, what? Why is he
Yeah.
not talking?
I'm just contemplating the existence of life in Dota 2
Oh, well, you know.
in the world of man.
Oh, just have a snicker, man. It's not the time for contemplating life.
Just get some nuts, eh?
You know?
Always a classic. Although, Pastille does find Cold by the tier 1. Drops down the cooldown, not gonna land onto anybody, but Cold will eventually go down here. Actually, still takes so damn long. Off towards the side, Tornado connects onto a nude me, trying to hold them back right now, but TB of Catchall turns up here with the Metamorphosis. Gonna start pumping out the damage. Shadow Demon just barely survives, but not for long, will fall. Depkid gives up his chase on towards the Invoker. Instead, Shackles now on towards Johnny Pro. So far, so good of a fight here from Kodiak Bears, and now Malfurion completely separated, and he too will fall. And it's a 3-for-1 exchange. Does cost Kodiak a buyback, but it's a big victory.
It does. I think they're very happy with it, though. And Winter Bear is a bit too deep, right? It's going in between the tier 1 and the tier 2. That worked for them before. They actually have a nice ward past the tier 1, but it's not always going to work. It's always risky.
Oh. Alright, trying to make a move now onto Pastille, but he has a shield runes. He is not dying anytime soon. Good space made there with the toss and the impale. Cold still caught by the EMP. They're just going to carry on diving here. Alright, finally they give up the chase, but man, Winter Bears just feel so confident. Even after that pretty horrendous loss of a team fight.
Oh, mid lane, mid lane! Oof, almost getting killed Pastille.
Stomp though. It does land on towards the Numi. Drop down the Demonic Purge, lock him in place. Cold there, shackled up, but gets cancelled out immediately there from the disruption. Can the whole entire army of Shadow Demons get out? No, they won't. Or Shadow Shaman, sorry. And a Numi caught underneath the tier 2. Good avalanche, 3 of them. And actually allows him to get out. Perfectly done. And now maybe Dot is going to be the casualty here as one end actually shows up to this. It's going to be hard chase. Constantly poking from afar. Cold snap from Pastille thrown out. Maybe trying to think they can turn this one around. And Numi though with the toss. Good disruption there.
Save.
Dodges out a lot of the damage. And the backline of the Tiny super low. He's charging forwards. But again the avalanche comes on out. The XD's all over the place. And now another cooldown's going to rain on out from Malfurion. Doesn't actually land on 21, but that's the way it's going to go after one end, who's out of mana, but so is Malfurion. He's so low on HP, he's got to be careful here.
Oh, Dipkid, he'd love to give Malfurion a taste of his own medicine, but he can't. And Yumi very close to Blink Dagger, about 50 gold away, or he would rejoin that fight. It's very clutch, but slowly, Kodiak Bear, they are clawing their way back into this game.
They really are. I want to know what Depkid said as well. He typed something which made all the XDs come on out. We need someone in chat to translate for us again.
Oh, there's, we're gonna do Pastille. Observer, can you press enter and we see what he was saying? What are you ready?
Unnecessary chat. Oof, meanwhile Dog gets picked off. Alright, Kodiak really are starting to bounce back. And now this does kind of feel like game number 1, right? Winter Bears had a very sizable lead, they're in control, and then all of a sudden, good couple of moves there from the other side, and it's just flipped on its head.
And items come in. Night Stalker about to get the phylactery as well. And Medusa is pretty close to the Mensa. Well, I say pretty close, 1.5 thousand gold. But items are coming in for Kodiak Bear. They're not that far ahead.
Not that far ahead at all. I'll go for this smoke move though. Wrapping around through the dire triangle, nobody here, so they can head into their own jungle area where they will actually bump in towards Malfurion. This is the perfect target. Depkid leading the charge. Gonna start things off. The only other person nearby is going to be the ETs, chucking out the Earth Splitter. They all disengage, but the shackles, they cannot kill the wards to get on out. And the ET just throws himself in the middle of it. Jolly Pro actually stuck. How the hell did he get here? He just ends up dying. And now the save your buddy syndrome is a real thing on Tomo. They've got the +1 as well on towards Pastille.
They can't. I mean, they're not fighting as 5. I don't know if they're waiting for the pipe. It's going to be finished very soon. But for now, it seems like let's wait for pipe. Let's take it because it's all magic damage from Kodiak Bears. Big punish, though. Big punishes coming out.
Yeah. I believe that's the first net worth advantage for Kodiak Bears for a very, very long time. Win probability is well pushed into their favor, so they're feeling comfortable. But again, like you're saying, in the later portions of the game, they've got all of those Medusa illusions to contend with, plus the flat cannon from the gyro. It doesn't get too easy as the game goes on. But, my lord, catch with all those bounties.
Yes.
That's a lot of money.
That's 5 of them, in fact, that he just took. 5 bounty runes. Insane. 315 gold each.
Bonkers.
It is. How much is that times 5?
It's like 1,580.
Very close. 1575.
There you go.
Well, they did take a tower here for Winter Bears. Despite a few fights going bad for them, this is still a very even game. 14-14. We have Pipe coming up here for the Terrorblade. That's going to be massive in reducing the damage coming out from the Kodiak Bears. Like, I doesn't mean you make any of your characters unkillable, but it takes like twice as much magic damage now.
Yeah, it's a nice little power spike. I mean, what else are Winter Bears waiting for? Now they have this Pipe online. Malfurion has an Axe. BKB's queued up next, but he's still a long way away from that one, so might not wait for that one to come on out before they make a move, because I feel like they don't want to give too much time for this Medusa.
Pastel's got the Mage Slayer, but unfortunately his courier is dead, so it can't deliver it to him. But Mage, Pipe, and Axe, nice bit of power coming out here for Kodiak. Sorry, for Winter Bears. Confusing. They have so many names. Bears, all of them.
Lots of bears.
Lots of bears. Meanwhile, Zeski in the back line, hoping to catch someone. Too risky to go for the gyro.
Not willing to risk it for that one.
Oh,
Catch your dragon creeps. Stalking him. As the move's been made by the tier 2, they're going to dive after Depkid.
ATB.
Doing some good damage. Can they actually finish him off though? The whole Death and Cold's making tremendous work. Earthsplitter comes on through. Malfurion though, he's still just stuck. Good two-man stun there from Zeski. Makes the space with the Sunder from Catchall. It keeps Malfurion alive. They will lose Pestle still. And Malfurion just continuously taking loads of damage long range. Good sleep though comes on out, holds them back, but a jump falls there from a new me, trying to deny any space there towards Malfurion. Another shackle comes on through. Johnny Pruce is trying to get rid of him by punching him to death. Eventually does free him. Actually, Cold still managed to survive. Depkid though will lose his life as well. But killing the gyro is a big factor there. Now it's down to a 2 versus 3. Obviously the 2 main cores against a core and 2 supports, so maybe they feel comfortable with so much damage actually. But they will give up the chase and just resume their farm.
Not that terrible though. You know, I feel like it's very even trade. 2 for 3, but you lose 2 cores. The problem is that the gyrocopter is becoming less and less of a threat. Yeah, I can see they get a little bit more out of that from Winter Bears. And Catchall, he joined that fight very late, like after the tiny combo came out, so he wasn't able to impact them with his aura. But he still get the pipe barrier. It's nice, but he needs to be there much earlier.
Sure. I mean, the Sunder save on towards Malfurion though was pretty good, but yeah, unfortunately they just needed probably a 4-staff. A single 4-staff, and that probably would have been a much better engagement, but nobody has one.
Nope, and I don't think anyone's going to be getting it anytime soon. Malfurion's actually going for Mana Burn Diffusal. Oh, wait, Catchall?
Okay.
Good use of the pipe.
An awkward spot. Stuns will land. There is going to be the Solar Crest though that comes on out there from Johnny Pro. Gives him the safety, cooldown, not actually going to connect on toward anybody, and they're splitting their focus. Zeski towards the left side, Depkid though will fall. They've managed to take down the Night Stalker.
Good toss.
Yeah, very nice. Made some space. Sunstrike though, perfectly placed there from Pastel. Denies that retreat. Ends up being 2 kills for nothing so far, and Winter Bears might try and take down this tier 2 tower as well. Seems how they're all nearby. They've got a creep wave and meta.
And Yumi is playing out of his mind. The problem is Depkid is not doing much this game. It's not his fault, but they have put so much attention on him. He's 1, 7, and 8. He's got no items. He's just struggling on this Night Stalker.
Yeah, literally he has Phylactery and that's it. Oof, that feels rough.
And Night Stalker is a hero that needs items to be useful. Very similar to something like a Viper or a Necro, where your strength is your items more often than it is your, like, your abilities. That's not enough.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, how could they really change that though on the side of Kodiak, apart from just hoping that these fights go better? Because Night Stalker's not exactly known for his farming prowess.
Oh.
Okay. Well, speaking of kills, one on towards Dot's going to be very handy.
That's solid. I mean, you make them waste their smoke and use a dust on you. That's fine. It's okay. But also, when you Invis Ruin gives you damage reduction.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. All right. Well, treating between either 1 to 2k gold lead right now here for Kodiak Bears. And they are trying to invade in towards the dire side of the map. I mean, when it comes to sort of Roshan here, Tomo, which team do you think's going to get the first one in this scenario?
Which team is going to get the first Roche? Probably, I want to say Winter Bears. I think Winter Bears might get the first one. They'll probably get a pick off. Yeah, it's be on their side. I think their physical damage is slightly better. Although it's tough to say. I mean, there's good physical damage on the other side as well.
As it might just come down to that pick off of who gets that advantage. And yeah,
exactly.
I imagine you were probably about to mention the Nyx's Dagon, which is definitely going to help in that respect.
Yeah, and Force Staff is now available on the Invoker. You said in the previous fight they had one Force Staff to help that could do a lot, and they heard you and they got one. Super even game, by the way.
It is. Really could go either way. I mean, even with the Medusa factor, late game could 100% go in several different directions. Meanwhile, Cold, he's found this solo grab on towards Pastille. There's going to be the forced up, but unfortunately he goes kind of the wrong direction and runs into two more people. But regardless, it is a kill picked up.
Yeah, dead anyway, honestly, no matter what he would have done. Not Pastille struggling a tiny bit, but not as much as Deep Kid as. Oh, Gyro! Who he's found.
On one end, but it doesn't look like Malfurion was ready for that fight. He just immediately bails. Does not want to fight the Medusa at this stage, who's just picked up a butterfly as well, so a very, very hard target to bring down. Gyro will have to eventually address that with an MKB.
Oh, hasted Tiny. It's only got a few seconds left on it. Looks like they're not actually going to be able to use it for anything, you know, for any pick off. A Conda on a Numi. Ooh.
Very interesting. Lots of magic burst there with the toss.
Oh. Looks like they're dangling. They're hoping someone will jump.
Yeah, they both teams know this is around the Roche pit as well, so whoever takes this fight is most likely to get the Aegis on top of everything else. So positioning is so incredibly important. Nobody wants to give away a free kill.
Oh,
Zesky, though, doing Nyx Assassin things underneath a Sentry Ward, though, so Winter Bears know he's here. Off towards the left side, EMP chucked out. Does land on towards World Boy Hero. Sleep lands on towards two. Earthsplit is going to connect on towards the both of them. Loads of damage actually on towards the Numi. Might just get taken out there from Catchel as Malfurion's forced to use his BKB. Gets a nice little burst of heals coming on through there. Another jump forwards of Numi. Wants to try and get the grab, but the Sunstrike from Pastille finds Dep Kid perfectly placed. And now it is a 5 versus 4. Good dodge there at the stop there with the usage of the Manta style. Just such free damage though, like you said, these Medusa illusions are such a pain. Nearly drops just with that AoE damage, but it looks like this could be the Roche going into the hands of Winter Bears. But at the same time, Dep Kid's going to be up in just 10 seconds.
They want more. They feel like, yo, they're all low life, let's go.
Oh, stomp on towards 2 again. Zesky dies so easily. Look at all these illusions, Tomo. They're doing work. The Medusa slow to a crawl, can't do anything, abandoned by the team. That's another big kill there for Winter Bears, starting to regain control here of this game number 2.
In most games, you'd love seeing your carry at the top of that worth, and even that still is true here, but every time the reflection comes out, you see those Medusa illusions doing so much damage, and you're like, oh, that's not great. That is not... Yeah. They do the exact amount of damage that she does, by the way. Oh, Cold?
Yeah, that's rough. Okay, gets a D-Wards.
No mana.
Will he die? There's going to be the Astral Spirit sent in from Johnny Pro trying to get information. So Numi not able to get the grab there on towards the Gyrocopter. I'm kind of surprised no one took Roche there.
I was going to say they didn't because it's so close to moving, right? They didn't feel like they had enough time. It's going to go to the other side. And once he starts moving, it's very hard to kill him. So they're probably waiting for it to go to the other side, get a pick off here, then take it on the Radiant.
Kodiak Bears aren't waiting for that though. Once again going for this 3-man smoke, rapid through the jungle. Not able to find a single thing, but heading this direction, they will bump in towards Malfurion yet again. The big target to find. Although instead they might change their target over towards Catchel. We'll see if they're willing to make a jump. He's a pretty hard kill.
He's got BKB back up on Gyrocopter. Ooh. Oh, Catchel's not ideal. The pipe is too strong. Oh my god.
Okay, Tornado. Just connects on towards Colds. EMP takes away all of his mana. He has absolutely nothing to play with in this fight. So it's already a good start here for Winter Bears.
He's got Eye of Vizier. No wonder. I'm looking at like he loses too much mana. He's got Eye of Vizier, so he's got 15% less mana.
Yeah, it's rough. Toss does a lot of damage there from a new me, but maybe step forward a little bit too far. Pokes from a long range. Out comes the split. Not actually going to connect onto any heroes, but the Tiny is stunned and just brought down with ease. Atomo. That's a big kill to find. The ultimate as well from Depth Keep was used, but they're not going to find anything out of this one. I suppose at the end of the day, it's space for the Medusa coming up, but yeah, Roche is 100% going to be on the ticket here.
I feel like you take the tower and just go straight up for Roche. You have enough time to do it. And even, I never mentioned, like, even though Medusa is farming, that's great, it's still stronger illusions later on. You know what he needs to do? He needs to go for Axe Scepter. He needs to go for items that the illusions don't give you. If you go for all stats, that's too bad. That's not the way you should do it.
What if he's just so damn on it that when he just feels the illusions are coming, he quickly puts his items into his backpack and then puts them back in his inventory again.
I see we're living in a fictional world. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's superhuman, man. You know, this is what Dota 2 players can be like.
I've actually seen that happen once in a pro game. It wasn't a pro game, it was a pub. ATF did that where he moves his Linkins to dodge a Morphling replicate and puts it back in. It was quite interesting.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
They have they can do. I mean, I think dodging the TB one's quite harder though.
For sure. No, it's. I mean, no, it's not gonna happen. He doesn't. He shouldn't do it like that. Can you imagine you turn it off and you get stunned and then you're like, oh crap, I don't have my items on me.
I mean, as long as if you don't accidentally just drop it on the floor instead, right?
Actually, that might be better. It might actually be better because you don't have the 6 seconds of the drop and put it back.
You just pray that the other team doesn't accidentally pick up your butterfly and probably lose the game.
Cold loses his life. That's 40 seconds he's down. They can go for this. They are going for the Tormentor, but they will lose their own Wisdom Ruin.
Yeah, Zeski's able to snatch that one away, so very nicely done at the very least. Just going to run on back. But I mean, with this Aegis into the hands of the Gyro, still for another 4 minutes, is it just to like take down the final tier 2s, or are they going to be actively looking for a fight here from Winterbears?
You gotta be actively looking for a fight. If you wait much longer, Tiny's gonna have a BKB. And killing Tiny so far has been relatively easy. Once he has a BKB, that changes completely.
Radiant's top tower is under
And even
attack.
Deepkid's also working his way towards that. Those lack of, no one has BKB, no one has any magic resistance on Kodiak. The BKBs come out, suddenly your Invoker's useless, your Elder Titan's useless, Gyrocopter's damage, Lobby gets nullified. No, you want to go as soon as you can.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's what they're doing. Top tier 2 gone. Looks like they're going to start working on towards the middle one now, as a Daedalus just completed now for Malfurion, so much vaster damage output coming out from this Gyro as a result. It could also be thinking about high ground soon as well.
Yeah, I feel like you want to go high ground if you can. Because, here's the thing. Nyx Assassin and Shadow Shaman are fantastic at pickoffs, but they're not really ideal in a 5-5 fight, you know? Like, they rely on having superior numbers to be useful, or finding a target by themselves. So, this is actually not great for Kodiak, a fight in these sort of situations.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It does actually force now the Medusa to TP back to deal with this problem.
Oh yeah, and Yumi still something like 800 gold away. 800 gold away from his BKB. That is plenty of time to go high ground if they want to push it.
I'm thinking about it. And he's cutting creep waves bottom. So he's going to be extra gold that way. Maybe get a few camps as he goes as well. All the little helps, but still creep waves coming in top and mid. So more than enough for Winterbears to continue the pressure. Still obviously with this Aegis for a long old time. But they're split. Maybe just wanting a next item themselves.
I don't know how I feel about this, but to be fair, you never know how closely your enemies are to an item, so they might be just doing the safest thing, which is farming as much as possible. It's one of those things where if you knew, you would not be making this move, but you don't know.
You can only make moves with the information you have available. And if you had the information about how much gold the other team has, probably means you're cheating.
No, or you're picking Bounty Hunter.
Or you're picking Bounty Hunter. But who does that? Especially after that filthy rat skin. Ugh.
Oh, the Verminator. Oh, so good. I've never in my life tracked someone and looked at how much gold they have. Like, guys, he's got, 400. Like, who the hell cares?
I suppose maybe late game you can say like, oh, he's bought out, he doesn't have buyback. That could be kind of cool, but that's literally the only use.
Yeah, I suppose. But even then, you have to click on them as you're chasing them. I don't have the time to click and be like, all right, he's got 1,700. Then I have to calculate how much his buyback costs. No.
That's why we are not the pros. Meanwhile, making this move on towards Malfurion. Lots of burst damage. Disruption finally comes in. Does keep the Aegis intact for now. Right clicks though from the Medusa. Going to force it to be expended either way.
He's coming.
Question is, do Winterbears force this fight? Catchwell jumps in there, gets the illusion of the Medusa. Pastil maybe trying to cut off the escape, but actually gets hit by the stone gaze.
Aegis down. It only had about a minute left when he died, so it's not a big deal, and he didn't use the BKB. However, there is no stone gaze. We'll see if they want to punish that. And BKB wasn't used on the Tiny. So fairly low-ish commitment from Kodiak Bears. Oh, Skadi on Medusa. Oi, oi, oi.
It could be nice. Obviously, like you said, it means a Skadi for the other team at the same time.
Well, to be fair, like this is the standard build. I don't fault him for it. Meanwhile, Satanic is picked up on the gyrocopter. He's got... He upgraded from... Oh, wait, someone's caught. It's past him.
This is what Kodiak Bears are doing really well. They are behind, sure, they know they're behind, but they're still able to make these sneaky little moves, get pickoffs onto cores, no less, and just really are holding back this game as long as they possibly can, hoping that the Medusa hits that big scary point where she can just carry it for them. Whether or not the illusions are going to make the difference, who knows, but they're doing what they can.
That will definitely make a big difference. He doesn't have any the facets for it though, the one where you get a kill. It doesn't matter though. They are just sort of keeping them in the base. The Winter Bears, despite those pickoffs, their net worth continues to grow in their lead. You can check in the last like 10 minutes so far.
Yeah, it's a slightly advantage. I mean, you can see the reluctance here for Winter Bears to try and force a high ground situation. Are they just consciously waiting for the next Roche already?
Yep, just keep them there. You don't want to go too close, and Tiny tosses one of you back. Like where Malfurion is as far as you can go. Oh, he's actually on top of the Tiny.
Okay. I'm going to fully commit for it though. Zeski was right behind him, ready to go for a Vendetta hit into the stud. Although, they've got the sleep on towards Colds. Trying to run away. The Ghost Scepter though just amplifying the cooldown damage. And he just gets burnt to a crisp. Dead for 50 seconds, though he does have a buyback available. And I could probably see him forced to use it very soon.
Yumi continues to just be like, give me anyone. But look at the wards. Their wards are right outside the enemy base for Winter Bears. So the moment anyone steps out, they're like, yep, there they are.
Not willing to make the jump though. Still playing super cautiously. And even, yeah, Winter Bears with that kill advantage, I guess it's just more time that Kodiak can't really make a play, so the next Roche just gets that a little bit closer.
Triple bounty ruins as well. The forest management from Winter Bears, not quite there. DD ruin, yeah, but no one's even getting near the river. They're all playing right inside. Oh, this could be a good one.
Ooh. Okay, starting it off. Dot is going to be the first casualty right now. They got the stun as well on Still, but a few team members nearby. Cooldown not going to land on anybody, but it's just a zoning effect. Makes a bit of space. Depth Kid though, still with Dark Ascension, half its duration. So looking like they might still continue to make a play.
Roshan is up in about 20 seconds to 3 minutes 20. And that's a 4-staff on the Medusa. Just to get that distance away from her own illusions.
Dire's courier has been
It's pretty impactful. Skadi as well just picked up there from Catchall, so even though they get a free one from the Medusa, they've got another one of their own to add to the mix.
By the way, oh, it jumps in,
okay,
catches.
Cold. He's done this several times this game, but the long-range tornado will make the space. Catchall going to be able to get himself out, actually forces the Ghost have to TP out, but instead it looks like the Invoker's going to be the one to go down. Disruption save, keep him alive for a little bit longer, but still will get caught out there from the Medusa. Malfurion is in deep, all the BKBs being popped, making it very hard for him to stick on top of people. And now One End, separated from the rest of his squad, still standing his ground, but he's running out of mana. Out comes the use of the Sunder. Everyone's so damn low, they just need a bit more AoE damage to actually finish them off. Out comes the Medusa illusion, and that's what's doing the work right now. It's just chasing after One End. He's alive, barely, but eventually will drop. Catchall now going to be able to finish off Cold. Turns in towards the chickens, but will die, and it's just the Tiny left against 3.
Oh, a terrible place. Gyrocopter doing damage as well as the Terrorblade with those illusions. He did nearly 4,200 thanks to that. And all he did was a Sunder and a Reflection. That's all he really needed to do.
Yep. That's it.
And this is going to be the first set of barracks. They do buy back on the Shadow Shaman. Okay. I feel bad for Cold, by the way. The entire game he's been trying to finish an Aether Dance and he can't.
Yeah. He's been making he's secured a few good kills here and there, but it's not really made the difference. Pastille coming in for the tip on towards Cold yet again. But still 35 seconds with no Medusa, only one set of barracks left here at the bottom. And it looks like Kodiak are going for some Hail Mary smoke plays. Let's see what they do. Cold starting off with just a casual Hex, literally no follow-up. So they've got to be careful. Glyph has been used.
Although Titan's not here yet, but he will be in about a few seconds. And I don't think that's enough time. It's like if Medusa doesn't come back, you may lose your whole Mega. It'll be close.
Oh, jumping for Numi, toss back on towards Malfurion. It's a fantastic time, but he turns around there with the Satanic. He's standing his ground. Even a Sunder comes on through for Catchall to keep him nice and healthy. And both supports just die. Only a buyback available here for Zeski. Will expend it, but Megas have already been secured here. Colds drops the well played, guys, but still no GG. They're going to play on.
I thought that I almost opened my light. Oh, they're going for it. But the save.
Toss. Oh, onto the creep. Not going to get a land. Malfurion once again with the Satanic about to come off cooldown. But look at all the damage barriers he has. He's just not going to drop here. Just walks it off. No problem at all.
The moment the fight begins, Demonic Cleanse straight from the Shadow Demon. You can make sure that nobody can get on top of Malfurion. The buffs, the Solar Crest, the Alacrity. Usually the damage from Gyro is not that impressive on the target, but he is doing work.
Really is. Oh, stun. Malfurion once again. Damage barriers plus a disruption. It's just what can you do? Pops the Satanic, basically back up to full HP just like that. Still just going to keep chipping on towards these tier 4s. And no Shadow Shaman still for another 15 seconds here. Numi waiting for a toss chance on towards Malfurion. Sees it, throw on towards Dep Kid, close towards the fountain. Gets a couple of hits in, but not a huge amount of damage. The Ancient, though, is being attacked here with Tomo. It's already down to basically half HP. Got to make a play, but look at the amount of AoE damage. It just zones them all the way back inside the fountain. And there it is. The GG is finally called, and it's a 2-0 win for Winter Bears.
Oh, man, a couple of interesting drafting decisions. You know, you saw the Medusa coming from a mile away, and they weren't really prepared